Inflammation is often misunderstood as something purely negative, but in truth, it's one of the most powerful defense systems in the human body. When you scrape your knee, catch a cold, or get exposed to harmful bacteria, your immune system responds immediately by creating inflammation. It's the body's built-in alarm system, designed to send white blood cells and healing chemicals to the site of injury or infection. This process is essential for survival because it helps you repair damage and fight off threats quickly. The real issue begins when inflammation never turns off. Instead of being a short-term targeted response, it becomes a long-term low-grade fire that quietly spreads throughout your body, damaging tissues and organs from the inside out. This kind of chronic inflammation often develops because of lifestyle habits that keep the body under constant stress. Poor diet, lack of sleep, high sugar intake, processed foods, and constant exposure to toxins. When the immune system is triggered again and again, it starts to overreact. Fat cells, especially those deep inside the abdomen, begin releasing inflammatory molecules called cytokines. These molecules not only make it harder for insulin to do its job, but they also interfere with hormones that control appetite and fat storage. As a result, the body becomes locked in a vicious cycle where inflammation causes fat gain, and that excess fat continues fueling even more inflammation. This process doesn't just affect the body's shape, it affects energy, mood, and focus. Chronic inflammation leads to insulin resistance, which means the body has a harder time using glucose for energy. That's why people who struggle with inflammation often feel tired, foggy, and sluggish even after eating. Their cells are literally starved of energy. Inflammation also weakens blood vessels, making it harder for oxygen and nutrients to reach tissues efficiently. Over time, this creates an environment where healing slows down and fat loss becomes nearly impossible. Understanding that inflammation isn't the enemy, but an imbalance of it is, becomes the foundation for true health transformation. Once you identify and calm this inner fire, your body's natural ability to heal, repair, and burn fat begins to return effortlessly. The human body is an incredibly intelligent system, equipped with the ability to repair, renew, and protect itself from harm every single day. When inflammation is properly balanced, it acts like a cleanup crew, clearing out damaged cells and toxins. But when that balance tips into chronic inflammation, the body's natural healing rhythm is disrupted. The moment you start turning off this internal fire through the right foods, habits, and timing, something remarkable happens. The body begins to heal almost instantly. This isn't magic, it's biology working exactly as designed. The immune system calms down, blood flow improves, hormones rebalance, and fat cells stop sending distress signals. This shift can happen within hours once the triggers of inflammation are removed. One of the most powerful ways to activate the body's natural healing is through nutrition. Certain foods act like medicine, providing compounds that signal your cells to stop producing inflammatory molecules. For example, omega-3 fatty acids found in fish or flax seeds tell the body to produce anti-inflammatory prostaglandins. Foods rich in antioxidants like berries, green tea, and leafy greens neutralize free radicals that cause cellular damage. Within a short period of eating these healing foods, inflammation markers in the blood can begin to drop, showing that the body is already responding. Beyond nutrition, lifestyle alignment plays a huge role. Sleep is when the body performs its deepest repair, and even one night of good rest can lower inflammatory hormones like cortisol. Physical activity enhances circulation, delivering oxygen and nutrients to tissues that need to regenerate. When movement, rest, and nutrition come together in harmony, the body's metabolism begins to shift from storing energy to releasing it. This is when fat-burning pathways reactivate naturally. The power to heal is not something external, it's an internal system waiting for the right environment to thrive. Once inflammation is quieted, the body no longer has to fight itself. Energy rises, digestion improves, and the metabolism starts working efficiently again. In that state, the body doesn't just lose fat, it restores balance, vitality, and longevity from the inside out. Polyphenol-rich foods are among nature's most powerful tools for fighting inflammation and supporting healthy fat metabolism. These natural plant compounds are found in foods like green tea, pomegranate, berries, dark chocolate, olive oil, and colorful vegetables. What makes them special is their ability to communicate directly with the body's cells, turning off inflammatory genes and switching on healing pathways. When consumed regularly, polyphenols act like messengers, telling your immune system to calm down and your metabolism to start working efficiently again. They don't just mask symptoms, they help restore balance at the root level. When you drink a cup of green tea, for example, compounds like EGCG go to work almost immediately. They neutralize free radicals, protect the lining of blood vessels, and help regulate blood sugar. This creates a ripple effect inside the body. Lower inflammation means better circulation, improved energy, and more efficient fat burning. Similarly, the anthocyanins in blueberries and blackberries help strengthen cell membranes and reduce oxidative stress, which prevents fat cells from becoming inflamed. Over time, this reduces the signals that tell the body to hold on to visceral fat, making it easier for the metabolism to release stored energy. Polyphenols also have a remarkable effect on the gut microbiome, the community of trillions of bacteria living inside the digestive system. A healthy gut is key to managing inflammation and maintaining a balanced metabolism. When you eat foods rich in polyphenols, they feed beneficial gut bacteria, helping them produce anti-inflammatory compounds like short-chain fatty acids. This strengthens the gut barrier, prevents toxins from leaking into the bloodstream, and stops the immune system from overreacting. These compounds also help improve insulin sensitivity, which is essential for preventing fat buildup around the organs. When insulin works properly, glucose enters the cells more efficiently, energy levels remain stable, and cravings decrease. In essence, polyphenols help retrain your metabolism to function the way it's meant to, effortlessly, efficiently, and in sync with your body's natural rhythm. With each meal rich in these plant compounds, you're not just eating, you're giving your body the signals it needs to heal, release fat, and restore vitality. The timing of when you eat can be just as important as what you eat. The body isn't designed to process food constantly, it thrives on cycles of nourishment and rest. When you eat all day without giving your digestive system a break, insulin levels remain elevated, and the body stays in a state of storing energy rather than burning it. By creating intentional windows of fasting, even short ones, you allow insulin to drop, which signals your body to shift from burning sugar to burning stored fat for energy. This simple change not only promotes fat loss, but also helps reduce inflammation at a cellular level. During fasting periods, your body activates a process called autophagy, a natural cellular cleanup mechanism. This is when old or damaged cells are broken down and recycled, making way for new, healthier cells. It's like pressing the reset button on your metabolism. As inflammation decreases, your mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside each cell, begin to function more efficiently, producing energy without the harmful byproduct. TS that fuel oxidative stress. The result is a body that feels lighter, more focused, and more energized. Meal timing also affects hormones that control hunger and metabolism. When you give your body predictable eating windows, it helps stabilize ghrelin and leptin, the hormones that regulate appetite and fullness. This prevents overeating and emotional cravings. People who practice mindful eating or intermittent fasting often notice that they feel satisfied with less food because their body has relearned how to use energy properly. Sleep plays a crucial role in this rhythm. Late-night eating can disrupt the natural rise of melatonin and interfere with overnight repair. By finishing your last meal a few hours before bed, you enhance digestion and support the body's nightly healing process. Morning fasting, combined with hydration and movement, extends this benefit by allowing your body to continue burning fat instead of storing it. Over time, these small adjustments in timing can have a profound impact, not just on body composition, but on overall health, clarity, and vitality. The body begins to operate in harmony again, releasing stored fat and reducing inflammation naturally. When you begin to understand how the body truly works, you realize that health isn't about restriction, punishment, or chasing instant results. It's about restoration. The body is not your enemy, it's your greatest ally. Every cell inside you is wired to heal, to protect, and to thrive when given the right conditions. The moment you turn off inflammation, you unlock that healing potential. Fat begins to melt away, energy returns, and mental clarity follows. This transformation doesn't come from one magic food or extreme plan. It comes from awareness, alignment, and consistency. Your daily choices are powerful. Each glass of water, each nutrient-rich meal, each mindful breath, they all speak to your biology. You are in every sense the architect of your own health. When you feed your body what it was designed for, when you allow it the time to rest, and when you honor its natural rhythms, it rewards you with balance, vitality, and resilience. The science is clear. Inflammation doesn't have to control your life. You have the power to turn it off. And once you do, your body will do the rest. So as you move forward, take this message with you. Start small, stay consistent, and trust your body's intelligence. Healing is not a future event. It's something that begins the moment you choose differently. Every choice you make in alignment with health moves you closer to the best version of yourself, inside and out. Thank you for taking the time to listen, to learn, and to care for the most important system you'll ever own, your body. May you continue to nourish it, honor it, and let it lead you toward a life of energy, balance, and strength. Stay curious, stay mindful, and remember, your health is your greatest investment. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay inspired, and thank you for being here.